Hi guys, I am working on scheduling my first round of parties, and so I thought I would just hit record and show you my thought process out loud so that you can follow along with what I'm doing. And so I'm going to open up my screen and show you my CinchShare. And anytime you click the link that is in the party outline group, it's going to automatically bring up CinchShare into the Manage Post category, and you're going to have to click View Folder, all right? And then it's going to pretty much bring you to the screen that you're seeing right here. I've already set up my Facebook group. I put in my setup posts, and I've already put in my pre-party posts, okay? So this is officially day one of the party. And I am going to select all. All right, now you see all the boxes are highlighted, and I'm going to batch post. Okay, my day one posts are going to go in on Saturday the 8th at 8 o'clock in the morning, a.m. I do like to schedule my posts to happen in my host's timeline, or excuse me, time zone. And so that's why this particular host is going to be in Utah, so Mountain Time, every hour and a half. But I want to show you something. It gave me an error message because I forgot to unclick the Instagram thing. I'm going to pick Cassandra's party and try applying that interval again. Okay, perfect. On day one of the party, I have the winner of the season's best for early orders happening at 8:01. All right. Well, if I figured out this trick, and if I go back and I set my schedule, instead of having to change every single time after the first one, because right now the only correct time in this is at 8 o'clock, and my last one's ending at 11 p.m. I don't do that. But if I go back here and I change this to 5:30 a.m., I only have to change the first two, because here's my game at 8:30. I'm going to change my season's best winner to 8:01, and I'm going to change the intro to 8 o'clock. Now we're totally fine. Here's 8:01, 8:30, and then everything is going at an hour and a half interval except for my last one. So I just have to kick that back to 8 p.m. Done. Pretty cool, huh? Nice trick for day one. All right. I now need to use the find and replace feature, which are these binoculars right here, because I need to, this is a very easy way that I can edit each of these posts without having to open up them all separately, okay? In the very first and very last post of every day, I typically always put the link to order. So I just did copy C and then copy V to paste. I'm grabbing Cassandra's link right there. All right, and then I just hit search, and you can see everything in the left column that's orange is going to be replaced with everything in the right column that's yellow. This is such a great trick. All right, it does it on the first and last. So I just edited 2 posts for the price of 1. I'm going to hit the find and replace binoculars again. I am going to leave this saying congratulations name, because I don't know who my early winner is going to be yet. So I will come back to that later. So now I'm just glancing through here to see if there's anything else that I need to edit, and I don't think there is. Done. All right, so I can scroll back up, X out of that. This is ready to batch. Done. Day one is done. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing for day 2. There's my dinners. You would get these, if you don't already have these posts in your CinchShare, you would have to go back to the party outline group and click the link that's in the pinned post there, okay? But I already have them in there, so I'm gonna select all, batch post. I'm now on Saturday the 9th. a.m., hour and a half interval. Cassandra's party. Okay, but again, I like to have the game or the interactive post happening at 8:30, and right here it is at 9:30. So my trick for that, I'm going to change this to 7 a.m., apply the interval. All I have to do is change the first post, because my game, or in this case, the business question, is happening right there at 8:30. So easy. I changed the first and the last post because I only run 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. My times are done. I need to go to the binoculars, change the host link, paste that there. Here's Cassandra's. Perfect. And that is all that I have to find and replace on this, is just updating the link to order. So that one's done. Schedule batch, done. All right. I'm just going to move on to day 3. You guys can either keep watching or you can shut me off at this point. Select all, batch post. We're now on Monday the 10th. Again, I'm going to start at 7 a.m. because I want my interactive post to be at 8:30. Hour. Cassandra. Good. 8 o'clock. There's 8:30. Change that back to 8. Find and replace. Oops. Copy. Get her link. Paste. Zip, zip, zip. Done and done. How easy is this, right? When you really start getting the hang of this, it goes by so fast. All right, so now we're on day 4. Frozen treats. Select all. Batch post. We are now on Tuesday the 11th. 7 a.m. 1.5 hours. Cassandra, perfect. Change that first time to be 8 a.m. Okay, I did something here. Okay, so how do I know that something's wrong? Because my last post is saying that it's 10 o'clock instead of 10:30. And I, as the author, I remember that I did do something somewhere, and I'm trying to remember what it is. Ah, I know what it is. Okay, so because I'm now starting these countdown posts, there's 2 days left in the party, I'm going back to the 8 o'clock and the 8:01 post, okay? So the trick was, remember, start at 5:30 in the morning. There's my interactive post right there at 8:30. We're gonna put this one at 8:01. We're gonna put this one at 8 o'clock. All right, so did you notice how my posts kind of shifted out of order for just a second? When you adjust something, like if I were to change this to 8:10, did you see how it flip-flopped? Okay, you know you're out of order by one of 2 things. Either these numbers in the circle are out of order, or the number in the post is out of order, okay? So if you change something, slow down for a second and make sure that it didn't jump out of order so that you can go back to being numerical in the right order, okay? There we go. So now we're back in business. Here is an 8 o'clock. Perfect. Let's do our find and replace so that I can get the correct link in there. All right, and I'm going to scroll a little bit slower here just to make sure. Okay, look, make sure to invite host. I know now that I need to go back and edit again. Okay. Update, let's find and replace again, because right here, I don't want just the word host. I want to personalize it with Cassandra's name. Oh. All right, perfect. So now this post looks a little bit more personal to her. That's what I love about this find and replace feature, is that you can incorporate a little bit more personalization. So I will probably go back outside of this video and insert Cassandra's name in a few more posts just to make it a little bit more personal to her. And it makes it so easy with the find and replace, just to add old host name, replace with new host name, and you're good. I'm just scanning these to make sure that I didn't need anything else to be personalized, and we're done. Okay, good deal. Schedule that, done. Now we're on day 5. And again, I've got a countdown post here. So mentally I'm remembering that I need to set my first schedule to start at 5:30 a.m. to make it easy to adjust. Batch post. What day are we on? Yeah, 12th. 5:30 a.m. Let me give you a super big warning again about the importance of changing from AM to PM, because I have accidentally set my post to start at 8 p.m. and that'll really jack your day, let me tell you. Okay, cool. So I've got my interactive post right there at 8:30. So let's change this to 8:01. Okay, so watch what, this is going to be a good example of the post jumping out of order on me. I'm going to change this to 8, and 1 and 2 have flip-flopped. Okay, but the minute I change this to 8 a.m., it's going to go back to being in order. Change this to 8:30. Cool. Find and replace. Okay, so enter your VIP group. If you do have a VIP group, you're going to want to put the address of the Facebook group right there so that people, you can start, building your audience and offering more service and recipes and interaction. That's how you start to build a really loyal following with your customers and your past hosts. So if you don't have one of these groups, I do recommend it. And putting that right there. I still have some more editing to do. And so now let's go insert a host link right there. And hi, son, I'm recording. Can you please, Blake, can you let the dogs in and I'll be with you in a minute?
I got you. Oh, no.
Blake, copy the link right there.
Come on, others.
And search. Okay, update the posts. Okay, Blake, you can excuse yourself, please. Thank you. All right, search any more through here, see if there's anything that needs to be replaced every time. Okay, I don't think there's anything else. Good deal. All right, so just X out of that. And I'm just glancing through, making sure everything is right. Schedule. And now I'm ready for my last day. All right, very good. So now closing day. And select all. I do have a, this day is going to take a little bit more personalizing or a little bit more handwork when it comes to scheduling the time because of the countdown at the end of the party. So there's the 13th, and I'm trying to think. Okay, so I honestly can't remember if I had scheduled an 8 and an 8:01 or if I had just done an 8 and an 8:30. So we're going back to the original outline just to see 8 o'clock, 8:30. Okay, so I'm not going to do a 5:30 start time. I'm going to do a 7 a.m. start time. If you can't remember off the top of your head what the times to post are, refer back to the outline that's in the outline group because I have posted all of those times for you. Okay, so this is going to be a 7 a.m. hour and a half. Cool. Change that to 8, 8:30. Okay, but here I know it gets a little bit different. Okay, so I'm going to change this one to 5. I'm changing this one to 6. I'm changing this one to 6:45. I just have these times memorized. You guys may want to refer back to the outline. All right, this one is at straight up 7 o'clock because that's our winner. I say a thank you to my hosts at 7:15. And now I want to point something out to you. Look what happened here because the hour and a half interval pushed my last post from June 13th to June 14th. All right, so I need to change that back a day. And I just lost my post. So I just glance through here. Oh, there it is. It's because this says 1 a.m. So I'm going to change this. This post always goes at 7:30, but I have to change it to p.m. and now it's back in order. Okay, perfect. So there's going to be quite a bit of editing for this one. Here's our host link. And I do put this in here more often on the last day. Interesting. Okay, so right here it says insert host link, but right here it says insert host link to order. If it's not exactly the same, it's not going to catch it. Okay, so make sure that you're paying really close attention to what is in the left column so that you can't, well, let me paste this really quick since I have it in my history. Great, that one's grabbed. I'm going to grab this one because we're going to have to do it again. Okay, that's that one right there. All right, so let's do some more editing. Okay, right here on post number 2, I wanted to make sure that you guys don't accidentally end up with my Google form. So I need to go to my Google Drive. That's not what I want to do. I want to get my drawing slip. And the way you share this, if you go up here to send and then link, and you can shorten that, that's what I want right there. Okay, and so I can just go back to my party. And you know what? I'm going to edit this differently because I want that picture to show up. So hold on tight to that for just a second. I'm going to come back to that. Changed my mind. Okay, I want to make sure. Okay, one more goal for names party. I want to change that to Cassandra's. Good. Okay, keep in mind, I do not know the August special yet, so you're going to have to go back and edit this later once you do know the August special. Okay, a couple more still to personalize here on the last day. Congratulations, name, you're the winner, so I'm going to leave that until I know who that's going to be. Congratulations to Cassandra. Being such an amazing host. Okay, so right here it says your host is still finalizing her order. I want to change that. Let's make it a little bit more personal. Your host. Copy. Okay. Cassandra, perfect. All right. So now I feel good about that. All right, so let's schedule it. But I know I need to go back and edit a couple of things. Okay, so my party is scheduled. All right, that took a little bit longer, but I'm going to show you a trick in just a minute, which you're going to love. Your mind is just going to explode here in a second. Okay, so if you don't know this, you can sort not only by what you've worked on most recently, but also by what is scheduled chronologically. And you can also filter out what group you want to work on. So I just want to look at Cassandra's party. All right. So this is everything that's going into Cassandra's party. And I know I still need to edit that Google. There it is right here, number 2. So I'm going to use this little arrow right here to edit the post. Okay, I can get rid of my instructions to you. And I'm going to grab that URL again, And I'm going to put it right here. So if you're going to use a link that you want to be clickable in your Facebook group, you have to put the link right there, but then you have to click this little chain icon. I would not have been able to do it with the find and replace feature. So that's why I chose to edit it like this, okay? So now I've got the preview of my feedback form right there. Everything else is still the same. It's still at the right day, the right time, the time zone, my host, it's all good. All I have to do is schedule the post, and it goes back to being corrected, okay? I have one more thing that I need to edit, and it's to put my biography into the pre-party day, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go to one of my last hosts, and for the life of me, I can't think of anybody's name. There we go. You can search your history, oops, if you're in the history place. You can hit search history, come on Facebook, and Facebook groups. Look at all these hosts I have, all these past hosts, all right? I am not gonna scroll through here and try to figure out which host I want. I'm going to search by her name, and there it is right now. Okay, so this is my most recent party that I did. And I'm gonna scroll all the way back. There is my bio. If I just hit this rotating circle, you can see it says repost. It kicks it over to my main screen, and I'll edit this later. It's needs some more editing, but I know that this post is going to go on Friday the 7th at 4 p.m. Mountain Time in Cassandra's party. All right, perfect. So I just do like that. Now, if I wanted to, I could go back to that history, or I could stay where I am. I am going to stay where I am, and I need to edit one more thing because this is post number 7. And my little OCD self wants to see it in numerical order. Okay, so I'm going to flip them out of order. I'm going to put them back in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's my bio. All right. So this party is done. It is scheduled, okay? Are you ready for the mind-blowing part? Now that this is scheduled, I'm gonna go into my pending folder, okay? We're not in history anymore because this party hasn't happened yet. We're gonna go into pending, Facebook, groups. There is Cassandra's party right there. Watch this. Select all. Batch post. I'm going to come over here to Friday the 7th. You do not have to do the tricky 5:30, 7 adjusting. 8 o'clock across the board. 8 o'clock start. Okay. AM. I need to figure out what my next host, what her time zone is. All right, so she, oh, also Utah. Excellent. Very good. Mountain time. Very good. And so CJ is in Mountain time. Apply the interval. Look, 8, 8:30, 10, 11:30. I went to my history instead of my saved folder. Actually, technically, I went to my pending folder, right? Went to my pending folder. I have copied every single one of Cassandra's posts, but now we need to personalize it. Because these parties are happening on the same day, I do not have to worry about changing the date. All I've got to worry about is changing the name and the link. That's it. So watch this. Copy. Here's Cassandra's link. Here is CJ's link. Search. And you're going to start to see all of the different posts that it's being replaced on. Keep scrolling because we're going through 80-something posts, and then update. Now I go back to find and replace. Cassandra, CJ. All right, Cassandra's house is now CJ's house. I need to do more. Oh, there was a bunch. Did you see that? Keep scrolling. Good. I need to fix that. Cassandra to CJ update. Guess what? I'm done. I am now posting the entire party. Done. Done. You guys, that was what? If I didn't talk, it would have been what, 2 minutes, right? Let's do it again. Cassandra's party, select all, batch post. June 7th, 8 o'clock in the morning. Let's see, Sherry lives in Florida. So we're going to change this to East Coast. Apply the interval. I forgot to unclick Instagram. Instagram does not like multi-picture posts, so that's why it keeps doing that to me. But at least it didn't mess it up, right? Apply the interval. June 7th, 8 a.m. Sherry. Good. Let me get her link. Copy. Here is Cassandra's. We are exchanging Cassandra for Sherry. Scroll all the way down. Replacing Sherry. I've got the right thing clicked, right time. It is AM. Done. I am now done scheduling 3 parties. Isn't that amazing? So it does take a little bit of time to get your very first party scheduled so that you've got it in your pending. And then after that, you can do the entire party in less than 2 minutes. I hope this video has helped, and good luck with your summer. I hope it's amazing.